Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So here's an interesting paper from the Wrath of Kahneman guys, Regulatory Clarity in XRP, the Path to Global Institutional Stablecoin Adoption. This just apparently came out February 2025. Regulatory Clarity in XRP, here's the path. The abstract basically says, this paper examines XRP as a functional utility cryptocurrency, emphasizing its role in cross-border payments and decentralized finance. Unlike speculative digital assets, XRP's design facilitates fast, cost-effective transactions, reinforced by its integration with Ripple's on-demand liquidity service. And so the Genius Act's regulatory framework enhances XRP's utility by institutionalizing stablecoin compliance, strengthening its adoption within financial markets. However, ongoing SEC litigation introduces regulatory uncertainty that may impact XRP's future trajectory. Well, hopefully we're getting closer to a resolution with the SEC lawsuit. This study does explore XRP's technical advancements, regulatory positioning, and real-world applications, arguing that its long-term viability hinges on resolving legal ambiguities and adapting to evolving financial landscapes. Future research should investigate the challenging regulatory effects of utility coins, XRP's potential role in emerging markets, and its sustainability implications. By analyzing XRP's integration into financial systems, this paper contributes to the broader discourse on blockchain's capacity to modernize global finance. And so you guys can download this paper. I will link this in the description of the video. Wrath of Kahneman does point out this particular paragraph. So digging in deeper into this report, while the SEC litigation remains an obstacle, Ripple's state-level licensing victories, with the RLUSD, the stablecoin there, compliance under the Genius Act, positions XRP as a bridge between traditional finance and blockchain innovation. So they're already stating XRP going to be utilized for moving the RLUSD. And just the other day, I was talking about the RLUSD growing at a faster rate than USDT. If you guys didn't catch that video, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. But these factors, collectively affirm the thesis. XRP's embedded utility, regulatory progress, and relationships with stablecoins reinforce its status as a pioneering functional cryptocurrency contingent upon resolving legal ambiguities and scaling competition. So there you guys have it. I mean, scholars are talking about this. This is, the first step of many steps, ushering in the regulatory clarity, changing the financial framework of the U.S. financial markets. And I mean, the United States, that's the largest economy on planet Earth. But then, guys, that's going to translate into other markets around the world being interoperable with the U.S. market. So, this is why every country is going to get on board at the banking level, the central banking level. This is why Ripple has so many central bank partners. Anyway, wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for bringing that up. Good Morning Crypto here posting this, guys. Treasury Secretary has gone on Fox News saying digital assets are here to stay. Listen to this.
As I think this administration has made abundantly clear, digital assets are here to stay, and we are going to make the U.S. the digital asset hub of the world. For the past 4 years, the crypto community, digital assets, the administration retarded their growth, and we are set to accelerate that through a positive partnership and through smart regulation. Senate and House are both pushing through very sound, safe bills to bring crypto and digital assets onshore in the U.S. and to make sure that the U.S. is both the financial and the technological.
So it ends off there saying financial and technological hubs. So making sure digital assets are not just making them legal, but making sure that the United States is the digital asset hub of the world. We're going to be hearing more and more positive statements like this from the U.S. government. I'm speculating within the next several months into 2026, I'm sure. Anyway, wanted to thank Good Morning Crypto just for bringing that to our attention. On the heels of that Scott Bessent interview, Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna, he says we should be able to get stablecoin and market structure for crypto done this year. Now, the Democrats have notoriously been very, very standoffish when it comes to crypto regulations, but I think he's one of the good ones. Ro Khanna here commenting. Listen to this.
Turn to the congressional agenda for crypto for this year. Obviously, we've already seen this CRA vote. Interestingly, for those who don't know, the Senate passed it, the House passed it. The Senate actually has to do it again because the Constitution has something about bills that touch revenue must originate in the House. So, there's going to be one more vote and then it'll get signed to the president. I think that was really important because I think one of the things we need this Congress and the Trump administration to do is clean up the bad policies that were put in place the last go around. But there's a lot more work to do on that front. I think that we need to get a stablecoin bill done. We need to get a market structure bill done. I know that the White House and David Sachs, the AI and crypto czar, have sort of called for getting these things done by the August recess. What do you think the outlook is for legislation this year? Are those doable topics? Is this something that it seems like the votes are there, but do you think that there's the will to get either stablecoin or market structure or both done anytime this year?
I think we should be able to get both done. I mean, we have 70 to 80 Democrats now who understand the importance of it. I mean, stable coins, as I mentioned earlier, just increase American influence around the world, give people more access to dollars. It's not that they're replacing dollars, it's actually that they're making it easier for people to get access to dollars. And I hope we get a regulated stablecoin market, which would actually make it also more secure, because it requires that the stablecoin be backed by dollars, not kind of a fractional banking concept on it. And on market structure, of course, we had FIT21 last time that I worked closely with Patrick McHenry on. I understand that there has to be some tinkering to that, but a basic market structure bill should emerge.
So hopefully we get that basic market structure bill. As Rokana does point out, though, now we've got how many Democrats did he say, 70 or 80, that understand the importance of this. Whereas, in the last administration, it was, I feel like people's pockets were greased. I don't know about you, but it seemed like all those Democrats wanted to avoid cryptocurrency like the plague. And I have a feeling it was, the Gary Gensler influence, Elizabeth Warren. I did a video a couple of years ago where, it very much sounded like Gensler was in Warren's back pocket. I'll see if I can dig it up, and I'll link it up here in the top right-hand corner. But anyway, we're making progress, guys. We're moving forward. This is now looking to be a different situation in the United States, but wanted to thank Subjective Views, Good Morning Crypto, and of course, The Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. Now, Smoke here, also bringing this up. This is why bank partnerships haven't translated into price action quite yet, especially for Ripple and XRP. He's posting this, supported with documentation, the only post on X that explicitly addresses the confusion about how global systemic banks are currently interacting with the XRP ledger. I've covered this extensively, but here's a review that seems appropriate, all right? So major banks that are partnered with Ripple, including Santander, Bank of America, and Standard Chartered, they're still in test mode, meaning they haven't fully integrated Ripple's technology into daily operations. This explains XRP's stagnant price. The real impact will come with full-scale adoption, driving demand and price growth. Investors remain in a wait-and-see phase, awaiting regulatory clarity and live implementation. And so, another part of this is, the topic that I was just talking about the other day with David Schwartz saying, XRP, first of all, it has to be a high price in order to function. In order for it to scale, it needs to be a high price, so that big banks, big financial institutions can make large transactions while using less XRP rather than more XRP. And then how does it get there? And, there's this theory that we're going to see huge bursts in price and then long consolidation periods. I'll link that video up here if you guys are interested. But anyway, here's the documents that Smoke did present to us back in August of 2024. These are currently working in test mode, okay? So again, for example, banks like Santander, Bank of America, Access Bank, which is another Ripple partner, and they're talking about unlimited scalability. The Ripple crypto system is not a subversive technology. It is designed to improve existing payment technologies by accelerating exchange operations and facilitating the trade of low liquid assets. That's what it's meant to do, and this is what it is setting out to do. David Schwartz posted this back in November of 17. The main limiting factor right now is everyone having enough confidence that the system is going to work correctly, and they're willing to flip the switch and let it make large, irreversible payments without intervention. Again, that was a long, long time ago. Much has changed since then, but to Smoke's point here, we are still in the test phase. Nothing has scaled yet, and even though we haven't scaled, at least these big banks are, kind of setting it up. They're building up their partnerships. Like, for example, this one, courtesy of Mike Manfield, Deutsche Bank has launched Bizum for businesses in Spain. Now, for those of you guys who do not know, even just back last year, I think Deutsche Bank was already partnered with Ripple before this, but Ripple-backed KeyRock did team up with Deutsche Bank to expand FX services. Again, this was from October 2024. But now we've got this, guys. Deutsche Bank did launch Bizum for businesses in Spain. They're taking taken another step in its service to companies, launching Bizum, the popular Spanish mobile payment solution to its corporate clients and companies, thus becoming the first international bank to offer this payment solution. So from this moment on, foreign multinationals with a presence in Spain and national businesses have a virtual POS service associated with Deutsche Bank. They'll be able to accept payments through Bizum in their electronic businesses. This partnership marks a significant expansion for Bizum. What should I say? Bizum. I guess I'll just call it Bizum, beyond its traditional market of Spain and Andorra, and demonstrates Deutsche Bank's commitment to offering innovative and accessible payment solutions. So here's a quote from Michel Anin. This project is a testament to the close collaboration and synergies that arise between the bank's areas consolidated in our global house bank model. We thank everyone involved in this implementation because in this way, we can continue to support our clients in the evolution of their business model by introducing new payment methods that they did not have until now. So Bizum is a fast, convenient, and secure payment method that is a market leader in Spain and Andorra and is now available through Deutsche Bank. So that is going to really kind of open it up to more clients. More than 28.5 million users and around 3.75 billion transactions have been carried out amongst all their services. And much of Bizum's success is attributed to its simplicity and speed. So, leveraging DLT technology, making sure that it's all seamless on the back end, the speed, right, under 3 seconds to send a transaction over the XRP ledger. All positive news there. So we're seeing these Ripple partners continuing to expand. Wanted to thank Mike for that. And then the partner of all partners, FedNow. Now they're connected to several different American banks. I think every American bank, if I'm not mistaken. They've just released their recent numbers too. Listen to the report below, which breaks down the latest FedNow transaction data and provides an up-to-date analysis of network activity.
Hey everybody. The 2024 FedNow fourth quarter statistics are in. And I got to tell you, they're telling us a lot when it comes to what's happening in the world of FedNow. First of all, over 900,000 transactions were processed. Over 900,000 payments were processed. That's a lot of payments. That's a lot of growth. In fact, they saw a 172% increase from the previous quarter. And that's good. That means we're seeing adoption from quarter to quarter. We're seeing continuous growth. It's that hockey stick. It's continuing to go up. In fact, there was a 20 billion value in payments. 20 billion value. That means, again, a lot of payments are being processed. So we're seeing a lot of activity. The average payment was 22,000. 22,000 for an average payment. Now, it was much higher in third quarter and it did go down, but that's still pretty high. That tells me that we are seeing these FedNow payments being used for, I believe, at least a lot of business to business use cases. We're seeing them for things, like auto loans, especially. There's a lot of different use cases that exist out there when it comes to FedNow. And we're also seeing that almost 10,000 transactions daily are being processed. That's double, almost triple the number of transactions we saw daily before. And we're seeing that when it comes to average daily settlement, about 210 million daily settled, $210 million settled daily. What's that mean? That means there's a lot of activity. Now, you top that off with the fact that Fed increased the limit coming this summer. I think we're going to see a lot of increases between now and this summer.
So this video essentially giving us the up-to-date stats. Wanted to thank Smoke for posting that, but I also wanted to mention this considering, FedNow is connected to all those U.S. banks, leveraging Valente technology that does run on RippleNet. And so back in, this is when Jess Chang, either when she worked for Ripple or when she, or maybe it wasn't when she worked for Ripple. Nevertheless, she's a former Ripple employee, currently a former Ripple employee who worked at the core of FedNow, gave an off-the-record presentation where she did explain how banks use XRP. Now, okay, this was it. She worked for FedNow as well as Ripple, formerly senior counsel at the Federal Reserve Board of Governors, Federal Reserve Payment Services, including the FedNow service. This is Jess Chang's record. And here's what she said about Ripple and XRP vis-a-vis FedNow payments.
Or you have a connector, a common account holder that has an account with Alpha Bank and with Beta Bank. But what if there were a way for Alpha Bank and Beta Bank to connect without even needing that? They could use, say, XRP. So this is the digital asset that's native to the Ripple consensus ledger. They could use that as a bridging tool. So in contrast to our previous examples, the hypos where it was fiat currency from end to end, each link along the way involved fiat currency. Here, banks like Alpha Bank and Beta Bank can use virtual currency to bridge that missing link just between them. And this tool could be especially useful for banks that are supporting emerging markets. So let's say we have Alpha Corp now sitting in Brazil, wants to make a payment to Beta Corp, now sitting in Thailand for products that it purchased. So this means that Brazilian real are withdrawn from Alpha Corp's account with Alpha Bank, and Thai baht are deposited into Beta Corp's account with Beta Bank. But same questions before. How do Alpha Bank and Beta Bank bridge that link, that missing link between them? As a practical matter, it might be hard to find a common account holder that happens to have accounts in Brazil and in Thailand. But what if Alpha Bank happened to hold some XRP? And what if Beta Bank were willing to accept to receive some XRP?
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sure you guys know how it works. The biggest point that I wanted to just mention was the fact that Jess Chang is talking about this at the federal level with regards to the Federal Reserve mentioning XRP all those years ago. So, when we see these numbers scaling up, when we know that while the technology that FedNow is leveraging, Valente Technologies, does run on a Ripple module, it's all coming together. The last piece of the puzzle, though, is the regulatory clarity. So I wanted to thank Smoke for both of those tweets. Digital Asset Buy also posting this. This is a representative from LCX. He was recently interviewed on the Paul Barron Network. He's saying, tokenization and crypto adoption is going to see a huge wave. We will see 10x or 100x of the current crypto market price, or like the whole market cap of the industry.
Do you think that we could get to a point where tokenized gold could actually become a reality here, especially here in the United States? What are your thoughts?
In general, tokenization will bring the next wave of crypto adoption. We will see 10 or 100x of the current crypto market price, or like the whole market cap of the industry, to develop. And there, gold will play a tremendous role, because the accessibility as an investment class is not that easy as you think. Buying physical gold for you personally has a lot of risks. So you need to be shipped, you need to store it, and you need to keep it somewhere. So the idea of a tokenized gold could really revolutionize and bring mass adoption to gold as an investment class, but also for crypto. It could be the next bull run.
So tokenization, we know that is on the table, and that is just going to promote this idea that we could see this prolonged bull market. Guys, if you didn't catch the video I did this morning, I will link it up here in the top right-hand corner. So then, he also said this courtesy of Jack the Rippler: will LCX be using the XRP ledger?
What would be the future here for you guys if you were to choose now?
What I can tell you is it won't be on Ethereum, because they need a different settlement layer, which is much faster and probably also offering a hybrid model between private and public disclosures. So if the Bank of America would step in, they don't want to disclose all their transactions like it is on Ethereum.
Well,
so it will be a hybrid model.
There is a blockchain out there. XRP Ledger would be a good one. You could go right there to it. And
whoa, did you guys see that wink? Okay, was that a wink? Check that out. The XRP blockchain.
Right there to it.
I seem to think it was, guys. So LCX, tokenizing on the XRP ledger, more crypto adoption incoming as the tokenization of everything becoming more popularized. FedNow's daily volume is increasing, and we have stablecoin legislation that is on the precipice of passing as the RLUSD comes online. So guys, how far along are we going to see higher highs for Bitcoin and XRP in the coming months? I certainly think so. And for more information on my thoughts regarding this crypto bull market, is it going to be prolonged, or are we still trapped in a 4-year cycle? These things are fluid. We don't know yet, but I'm updating my Patreon subscribers in real time. Patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.